Half the people here work in recruitment.
Yeah.
What a fucking pointless job.
They're
that is.
recruiting AI.
Well, some people are recruiting people for Islamic terrorist organizations as well.
Sure.
If you go to the right places.
I mean, they're probably some of the good ones.
Yeah, exactly. I've thought about it. The comedy's not going great.
But there seems to be she told me there's more recruiters in London than anywhere else in the world. Like this is the hotspot.
I mean, when you do gigs and people do crowd work, it's mostly fucking recruiters.
Yes, I saw that last night. This guy goes, "What do you do?" And they go, "Recruitment," and then everyone was like, "Ugh."
Yeah, I don't get the hate for when people say, I don't know about you, but if I'm ever doing, I don't really Hamish has to take the pill, but I don't get when people do crowd work and they're like, "What do you do?" And they're like, "I'm a banker," and I'm like, "You're a fucking cunt." I don't get what is that?
Well, I mean, the bankers I know are cunts.
Right. Okay.
So it's like banking, real estate, and then I guess
ever since the financial crisis, people have hated bankers.
Yeah.
Right. What was
they're just like, they all are just
self-serving, fucking money-grubbing cunts that because they're close to the money, they make more of it.
Right. Okay.
So,
right.
Yeah.
I don't know what the financial crash was like in Australia or whatever, but
I actually was fired because I was at uni at the time. I got paid more money to because of the global financial crisis.
Right, okay.
We got
because you were selling cocaine.
I was only selling mushrooms at that point.
Oh, right.
But we had a financial relief that we got, and because everyone got one, and then if you were a uni student, I think you got an extra payment. So I got $2,000,
right,
because it was a financial crisis.
Yeah.
So I was like, we should have more of these. This is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a stimulus package. It was called.
Oh,
yeah,
stimulus
that's right.
package.
I never got any of that,
mate. You had to get stimulated. Yeah.
Oh.
I was 21 and I was getting stimulated by the government. $2,000.
That's fucking awesome. I think during COVID, I remember I had it so sweet. I was I lost my job because of COVID. So then I signed up to this fucking a stimulus package fucking thing. I was getting 350 quid a week, which probably sounds like nothing, but to me that was a fortune. Game changer. And then I just was getting 350 quid a week, and I was doing stand up. Boy, I had all my time free, which I could have spent doing something productive. But
mate, how long did that last for?
It was about 2 years or
something.
Oh man,
you were
just completely illegal,
yeah.
illegal. But it was fucking sweet,
I can't believe you brought me, Hamish, to associate with someone who was committing crimes.
I know, I was about to say you'd probably rather be back in prison than in this fucking house anyway. That bathroom is probably fucking.
This place is a prison.
Yeah, probably worse than prison, I'd say.
That is worse for sure.
Yeah, but I was just, what was the situation with so obviously, coming to the UK, how did you manage that?
So the threshold to get automatic approval for an ETA visa,
right,
is if you've been to prison for less than 12 months, and I was only in there for 4.
Okay.
So if it's past 12 months, then it has to be reviewed by a human being. Otherwise, it's an automated system.
Okay.
So I got instant approval.
Oh, okay,
I
awesome.
applied for my visa, and 5 minutes later I got it.
Oh, okay, all right.
And
did you have to wait a certain amount of time? Or could you have done that straight out of prison?
Probably, I'm not sure on that.
Right.
But either way, it seems like they're very lenient if it's less than 12 months in jail.
Interesting.
So
no matter what the crime is.
Well, that's
you're not going to get less than 12 months if you kill a kid or whatever.
Oh, you don't know.
Depends on the kid, I guess.
You never know.
Yeah.
You touched a kid, but it was a really ugly kid, so we were lenient.
They are pretty lenient on. Sometimes you hear about something someone did, and they're like, "Yeah, we gave him 9 months."
There's a judge in Ireland
threw a baby onto a highway.
Yeah, I mean, there's a judge in Ireland that everyone hates called Martin Nolan, and everyone hates him because fuck Martin Nolan. He just gives pedophiles the softest sentences.
He's
just like, when I saw your smile, it
it
really warmed my heart.
Yeah, he has a heart of gold. But they just go, he always, if someone gets caught touching a kid or with fucking kiddie porn or whatever, he's like, 6 months.
He's like, you won't do it again now, will you?
Yeah.
You won't be doing that again,
You won't be doing that again now, lad, will you?
Drug dealers get way worse than sex offenders a lot of the time in Australia.
That's fucking insane.
They've had to try and change the laws recently about sex offenders because...
good thing those charges didn't stick.
The Teflon Don, they didn't catch me. They changed the laws so that the judges will take either they're not allowed to submit them or they take far less credence in when people have like these really strong character references.
Okay.
You know, because like you'd have like sex offenders, and they'd have like all these glowing character references,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
upsetting
yeah.
people in the community.
Yeah.
It's
Other
like,
sex offenders.
it's like, yeah, but he's a convicted
From the
sex
children
offender.
that he
Yeah, yeah.
groomed.
He's like, yeah, but when he's not doing that, he's a great guy. He
Yeah,
volunteers.
Yeah, they do
you know,
they're like, yeah, he
At
volunteers.
the football club, he's the treasurer.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
volunteering all his time privately with kids.
Yeah,
Like, you don't
yeah,
understand
he's a
the things he's
physio,
doing.
you know. Yeah, they always do that. They're like, he has a clean record before he offends. It's like, no, he just didn't get caught.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
There's probably a kid buried up in the Dublin mountains that no one knows about.
Right?
Yeah.
And like, you've got to be a bit of a fuckwit if you're agreeing to submit a character reference for,
a
that
pedophile.
For a
person.
pedophile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never saw him touch any kids.
Yeah,
They were all.
Yeah, anytime he touched a kid, I was nowhere
He's-
near him.
He's the godfather to my children.
Yeah. Yeah.
My kids love him.
He baptized my child.
Yeah. But yeah, like, and I think, I can't remember what celebrity it was that got done for something. And it was the guy, you know, Danny Masterson from that 70s show.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was doing some fucked
He
up
was
shit.
he was a bad egg.
Wait, what was he
and,
doing?
Huh?
He was like drugging and raping people.
Yeah.
Oh, the old.
The old
And his
Cosby.
wife
Bill
like stuck
Cosby.
with him the whole case, and then like when he eventually got
Well,
convicted,
she was out of it.
She was drowsy on the
She was
stand.
sleeping. He just draw eyes over her eyelids.
Yeah.
I think she had solidarity with him while the case was going on, but
Yeah.
now that he's like in prison for like forever, she's like, no, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's
But
in prison forever.
it
But he
was the
well, like for a long time,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm such a big fan. But what was I gonna say? For that trial, I think Ashton Kutcher and who's he banging? Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
They did like a
Charac-
character
Oh
reference for him.
no!
Yeah.
And like Ashton Kutcher is like active in like a charity. I think that like
He was just punking us.
Yeah.
I think he's quite active in like a pedophile hunting or like charity that's against. That's good to be part of a charity that's against child sex offence.
Yeah.
But like for him to then back that guy for that is crazy.
Yeah.
That goes completely in the face of
Well, it
everything
wasn't
else.
kids, it was
He's
women,
like, only
so
he was only
Yeah.
raping adults.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
wait, she was over 18? Oh, that's fine. All right, here's
I'll
my...
get behind him. But so there was that, and then I think there's been a few but the fuck, what was I going to say? There was something about Ashton Kutcher. Well, there's something about Scientology that Danny Masterson was a Scientologist, so there's a few Scientology people that came out and were like, no, he's a good egg and all that sort of stuff.
Well, that's what they would have held over him. They would have known that he was a rapist. That's what they do.
Yeah. His brother
Is in Malcolm
in the Middle.
Yeah.
Is the eldest brother
The one
in
that's
Malcolm in the Middle.
The eldest brother in Malcolm in the Middle is
Yeah.
the brother of Danny Masterson. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
hectic.
Yeah.
Worlds are
Yeah.
colliding.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, he's aged the best out of all of the fucking Malcolm in the Middle kids. You know what I mean? That sounds
when you
that sounds very strange to say
Well,
like that.
Malcolm just was on like the last season of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here in Australia.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
What an odd person to have in.
Yeah.
I'm
He
a
must
Celebrity,
need
Get Me
the
Out of
money.
it.
I think
because he was a NASCAR racer, right? Did he burn his body or something?
that vaguely rings a bell as well. But yeah, I was like, fuck, what are they doing bringing him on?
Yeah.
I'm a Celebrity.
He's like,
Yeah.
I need more skin for my third degree burns.
yeah. But the
But I think he had a big cry on there. He had like an emotional
no.
breakdown on TV. Yeah, fuck.
Oh,
I hate when they do that.
Far cry from the
Oh.
glory days.
Yeah. But
fucking hell.
they should do I'm a Celebrity, but do it on Epstein's Island. Maybe that would be a good bit
Yeah.
of crack. You know what I mean? That's literally I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here. But I'm
Get me into that.
get me out of here and get me into that. But so how long are you're flying back tonight? Are you?
Yeah, this is the end of the tour. I've finished in Glasgow on Sunday, and then I've just been hanging around in London doing some spots and just having a bit of fun. And I fly home today.
Was that a
Oh,
new
nice.
show? Is that
No, it's
prison show?
It's basically like it was my prison show, and then my second show. The best jokes of that kind of combined into like a best of.
nice?
Nice. Okay.
So
So where did you do? You did Glasgow. You did.
I started in Southampton.
Okay.
Did Southampton.
The Attic?
and, yeah, the Attic.
Yeah.
That was sick. That space is awesome.
Yeah.
And then I did London, Manchester, Birmingham, which was a shithole.
Oh my god, it is the worst city of all time.
And it was
Yeah, it
real
sucks.
bad.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
insane. And then
Insane.
Bristol, which was sick.
Yeah,
Bristol's
Bristol's
great.
great. Yeah.
And then I did Liverpool, Glasgow.
Liverpool's
Nice.
great
How was
too.
Glasgow?
It went off. It was my biggest show of the whole tour.
Yeah.
It was
Glasgow's.
a Sunday night.
Yeah.
And the crowd was amazing.
Yeah.
Some
I've never
guy-
been, but I've heard great things.
Some guy gave me like some mushroom chocolates. It's so nice.
Oh,
because
no.
I'm known as the drug comedian. People will just give
Yeah,
me
yeah.
drugs. And
Yeah.
Wait, so are you? Because you went sober for a while. Are you sober still? Or?
I don't buy drugs.
Okay, there you go. You're not.
So
But you're giving them.
yeah,
Yeah.
if I've accepted them, I'll consider them.
Okay.
And so
So you're sober, or you?
Do you
No.
drink?
I drink. Yeah, yeah.
Because
Okay.
you weren't drinking for a while.
When I first started doing like open mics,
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to drink because of my bail rules.
Oh yeah.
So I had to be sober because they could like test me. That
Okay,
was one of my
right.
bail rules. But once I got relaxed, it was fine.
Right, okay.
And yeah, that's why I've gotten so fat from when I first started standing up. I put on like 20 kilos because I just keep having free beers.
Oh, just free
Yeah.
beers. Yeah. Because I think if you have a certain kind of energy, like my mate Mike Rice, like
I met Mike.
you
Yeah,
met
he's
Mike?
great.
Yeah. Was he you meet him up in Glasgow? Or?
I met him in London.
In
We
London.
had a beer together in London. Yeah.
Yeah. So he gets a lot of free
Course.
drugs and stuff. Yeah.
So we had these mushroom chocolates in Glasgow, and we were at we were an Irish bar. we were on mushroom chocolates from Amsterdam in an Irish bar in Glasgow.
Oh,
and we were
nice.
having a great time.
And how was the trip? Good trip? As in the mushrooms.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
I had the right amount. My friend that I was with had like 30% more than me, and I think he.
But there
Wigged out.
so the mushrooms in Amsterdam, they call them truffles because they're slightly different, aren't they? Don't they do something different that makes them?
I've got
I
no
don't
idea.
understand how it works.
I think these seemed like pretty regular mushrooms to me.
Right,
The high
yeah.
seemed pretty familiar. So I looked at the dosage. It said like 3.5 grams of mushrooms in the whole bar. So it was like I just broke off one bit of that. So I was like, okay, that's about a gram
Yeah.
for me. I can handle a gram.
How do they taste? With chocolate? Or
It's just like with like milk chocolate. It tastes
Yeah.
delicious.
I did shrooms once and I had a very bad trip.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry to hear that,
fucking
man.
ruined my
That's
life.
why, I, as a reputable mushroom dealer, I
Yeah.
used to always give people the right advice because you want them to have a fantastic
Of course.
time because you're not getting any repeat business from someone who
Yeah,
has
you
an
want to
absolute
get
nightmare
You
every
want to
time.
get Google review.
Yeah. So I'd
Yeah,
always
yeah,
say
yeah.
to people, start with one cap. You can
Yeah.
always have more. You can't have less. If you start with too much and you fucking have a nightmare of a time, then you're not going to be coming back again.
Yeah, I did everything wrong. I had too much, and I was with the wrong people.
It's set and setting. Yeah, you need to be in a comfortable environment or with people you like.
Yeah,
Because you're going to be there for like 3 or 4 hours. So,
Yeah.
you want to be making sure that you feel like you're comfortable.
yeah, and
Because you're going to be fragile. You're going to be like vulnerable as well.
yeah, you're gonna be crying and screaming and shitting yourself. yeah,
Well,
you
depends
need
how many
someone to wipe
mushrooms you
your
have,
ass.
but yeah.
I was blazing. I was like high as well. Like I've been smoking weed for hours beforehand. That's bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No,
that wasn't
good.
What?
I've always been stoned when I take mushrooms.
What do you
Well, I mean,
reckon?
I don't smoke weed because I'm a little bitch. I'm more of a chemical guy than like I've got bitch lungs. So, but
Right.
yeah, whenever you combine drugs, there's always associated risks with like how
Yeah,
your body's
yeah,
going to
don't mix your
react
drinks,
to
as
them.
they say.
Yeah, exactly. Same with drugs.
Yeah. I was fucking really stoned, and then what happened is that we were at this house. It was a friend of mine that I hadn't seen for years, and he was like, "Oh, do you want to come over and get stoned or whatever?" And I was like, "Yeah, sounds great." But then he was like, "Oh, someone might be bringing shrooms." And I'd never taken shrooms before, and I was like, "If I'm around people and they're taking shrooms, I don't want to seem like a pussy. I don't want to be the only one who doesn't take them."
Yes.
So then someone brought shrooms, and they were in like a paper, like a brown, what you call it, manila envelope.
folder?
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
folder,
manila
basically.
folder.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if you just picked them up from the post office or whatever, but he had them in this like brown envelope thing, and then
Okay.
he was like, "Oh, you're in charge of the dosage." So we got like a chocolate cake, and then I remember just sitting there, and I just got handed a bowl with like chocolate cake in it with loads of like mushrooms in it.
Yeah. One thing I've discovered about the UK, and this is obviously a big generalization, but from my experience, you guys a lot of the time don't know the correct vessel to hold drugs in.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Well, what's
Like-
the correct vessel to?
Well, like
put
a
sugar in?
manila folder is crazy. Cocaine,
Yeah, no,
I've
it
seen
is, yeah.
I've seen cocaine rolled up in like a tiny little bit of like black plastic, right? Just
Yeah.
like twizzled
Yeah.
up, and
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
just get a satty bag, a normal bag with
Yeah.
a seal.
Yeah.
I've seen it like folded up in like a tiny little bit of cardboard
Or
I'm
tissue, or like.
Like, what is people's problem with like? Do they not know how to contain drugs here?
I don't know. It's the cost of living or something. I don't know. They can't afford the
This
little.
is-
I don't know.
It seems like one of the easiest problems of the whole thing to solve.
No,
It's
British,
Yeah.
like,
British people like making problems for themselves so they can write
Right?
about it.
Yeah.
like having
Oh,
the-
my fucking job's
sure
on me
there's some-
cocaine.
Yeah.
having the drugs work should be the main problem.
Yeah.
Not how do I carry this around and share it with people.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some people out there that would somehow blame immigrants for that. But I don't know. But so basically, long story
You
short,
know these Manila folders are from Manila. Fucking Filipinos.
what's this, a brown envelope? Only white envelopes allowed in here. But so anyway, I just got handed this bowl, ate a load of them. And then some guy came over and was like, "Oh, I told you to keep some shrooms for me." And then they were like, "Oh no, well we all ate the shrooms." And then someone went, "Wait, if all the shrooms are gone and we all ate an equal amount," then someone did the maths and they were like, "Oh yeah, we took way too much."
Yeah,
and it was my first time, and just
That's the last thing you want to hear is too much.
Oh yeah, it was like the Louis bit where everything just went.
Yeah,
And
you see this in TV shows and movies all the time when they realize they had too much. But that's why you need someone who has like a responsible service of mushrooms license. You know, like you need someone that knows what they're doing to train you, especially if you're a rookie going in there first time having mushrooms. That's crazy. That's
I was retarded. I paid the fucking price. Trust me, I paid.
So how many grams did you have? Did you know?
I bet you also had too much cake as well.
I did have too much cake.
Like, wait, you were supposed to save me cake. Like, Rob ate too much.
Where's the cake? I'm sitting in the corner with just chocolate all over my face. I was more excited about the cake, to be honest with you. I ended up in like psychiatric hospital.
Oh,
and
man.
fuck it was bad.
That's sad.
Have you ever had that with anyone end up fucked?
No, not any stories that have come back directly to me.
Yeah.
There wasn't made it.
Is that you protecting yourself legally?
Nothing's
been
One guy
traced back.
jumped off a building and died, but that wasn't me.
I think I'd hear if like someone had a really bad trip, but no, I don't, because ours were really user friendly, and I also was like I really hammered it home to people about like if you're giving people for the first time, this is how you coach them through it,
right?
Make sure that they have a good time.
Someone gave me Lucozade.
Okay, yeah,
like, it helps.
Electrolytes, I guess.
Electrolytes or
help
sugar
a
or
bit.
something.
Yeah,
that shit's all a placebo. The only thing that can get you out of a bad trip is a
gun.
benzo. A gun or a benzo.
Or a tall building. I called my friend in the midst of it, and he just remembers getting a phone call at like 4 a.m. He's like, "Why is Rob calling me at 4 a.m.?" He answered the phone, and it was just me going, "Ah!"
Oh my god!
Then I hung up.
And this is before you ended up in the hospital?
Yeah. I ended up in the hospital like a few months later because I just went.
Oh, it wasn't the same night.
It wasn't the same night.
Oh,
no.
fuck. But you going to the hospital with the mushroom trip?
Because what happened was that I woke up the next day and I was fine, and I was like, "Woo!" Fucking bless myself or whatever.
Yeah.
And then a few weeks later, I smoked a joint.
Yeah.
And then it fucking it's like unlocked the trip again.
Oh,
and I was
wow.
just gone.
That's okay. There was just like a certain part of your brain that was just holding onto the residue of the mushrooms. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah. I've just got bitch brain. You know what I mean? You guys said you have bitch lungs, I have bitch brain. It's
well,
just, I can't.
I find, I mean, that's part of the reason why I can't do weed. It's like, if I have other drugs, it'll just like...
What about edibles?
Yeah.
I think I've had edibles a couple of times. I've been fine.
Yeah.
But I think, there's a few times when I've had other drugs and then I've had weed. It's like made me a bit psychosis-y.
Yeah.
Like one time I ended up in a park sharpening sticks because I thought there were vampires everywhere.
Yeah, you went back to the prehistoric period.
Yeah, I was at
You and the Aboriginals.
I was in the park. I discovered fire.
Yeah.
I was at a house party,
Yeah.
and I thought I was convinced I'd had some really strong ecstasy, and I'd been smoking weed, and I just went loopy, and I thought everyone at the party was a vampire. So I took a giant kitchen knife and I climbed out of a window and jumped out and went and ran away, and I went and sat in a park sharpening sticks.
For how long?
Until the sun rose, and then I was like, "Well,
then you say,
then I'm safe."
Yeah.
And I'm like, now I can get home because unless I find a daywalker vampire, I'm fine. But
The way you check if someone's a vampire is you stab them with a knife, and if they die, they weren't a vampire.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, because like knives don't kill them, but like I'd have to share, with the wooden stake.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But if they're vampires, they won't die from the knife.
You're correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good
So
way to test it.
thank God no one approached me.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah, thank God no one approached me. Or God knows what would happen.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah, so that's why I don't smoke weed or do ecstasy anymore. So
but ecstasy's it's the best, man. Oh, I mean, I haven't done that in 12 years, but
sure.
Ecstasy, man.
I think it's laced with too much rat poison in Australia. I don't know what I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but that was
get rid of the rats.
The only time I've had like really like just convinced about something fuck like that was when I was taking ecstasy. Like, I used to think that I was like haunted by a demon because
Yeah.
like I'd lay in my bed every night and there'd just be like a sleep paralysis demon on my
Right.
chest trying to choke me to death. And then I'd wake up and I'd be like, oh, fuck, that was hectic. And then it would jump on me again. I realized I was still sleeping.
Right.
I was dreaming that I woke up and it'd be like layers of the dream. And I'd be trying to like fucking shake my body to wake up.
Dante's Inferno. What's that fucking film?
Dante's Inferno, yeah, but I don't know what the plot of the movie is.
It's that he's just going through dreams. And it's like where that trope comes from in shows where it's like someone's in a dream and they keep waking up inside the dream.
Oh no!
Yeah.
And
Can you remember what the sleep paralysis demon looked like?
It was just a black shadow, but
Uh-oh.
but my mum got a friend over who was a nun to like cover the room with holy water.
No.
And
Holy
like
shit.
You thought it was a religious
and
thing?
then well, we thought maybe, but then here's the thing: I stopped taking ecstasy, and it stopped happening.
Fuck. Right. Okay.
So-
Wait, is your mum very religious?
Yeah, she grew up quite religious. My mum and
Wow.
my dad were very religious. So, but it turned out it was just probably all the drugs I was taking.
Yeah, ecstasy can fucking fry your fucking brain. But I've never the sleep paralysis thing. Yeah, all of that pretty much went away when I stopped taking drugs. But I used to get it, where I was just at the foot of your beds, just like jerking off or whatever. And
Well,
it
your
was-
sleep paralysis demon was joking.
Yeah, man, it was insane.
Was he jerking you off?
Yeah. No, unfortunately not. He was a greedy little bastard. But he was just at the foot of my bed, and it never approached me. But it was always just like, whoa. But one time I did take ecstasy, and there was a pile of coats on the. Everyone thinks with ecstasy that it's just like you want to dance and stuff, but you do go to it. Does I remember it was like a pile of coats, and it looked like Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
And I thought I was like fucking Jimmy, and it was just a pile of. I don't know. It
You
looked
tried
like
to kick him out of the party.
throwing the coats out the window. Get out of here, you fucking no blacks allowed. Throwing the jackets out the window.
It's amazing what you can convince yourself of on drugs. You get very creative.
You do. It's absolutely bananas. But yeah, I mean, the thing with ecstasy for me was just the come downs. I just could not.
Yeah.
The first time I took
That's what
ecstasy,
weed's for.
no come down. Yeah,
Just
that's
get
true.
fucking
That's true.
Stoned out of your mind.
Yeah.
I found that's why mushrooms for me were good because they're quite clean. When it's just
Yeah.
worn off, I felt fine. But yeah, ecstasy, I'd be depressed for 2 days. I'd
Yeah.
just be like wanting to like lay under the doona watching movies and not talking to anyone.
Yeah.
And I just don't have the time for that anymore.
No, you got to write jokes and fucking tour. You can't be fucking hiding in a fucking hotel room
No.
under a blanket. Like I wouldn't. If I took ecstasy now, I would. Yeah, you wouldn't see me for a few weeks. Like I would just the shame and the fucking. I don't even drink. I haven't drank for pretty much like 12 years as well. Like
Really?
yeah.
Hectic.
I'm 22.
Yeah. Oh. Sometimes people, when I first started doing stand-up, I would be like very jittery on stage.
Yeah.
Like very jittery because of nerves.
Yeah.
And people would always comment like on videos like, fuck, he's definitely on something. I'm like, no, I wouldn't. There's no way I would be on stage if
Right.
I was on something.
Yeah.
No way.
I'd imagine for some reason that you have a very high tolerance for drugs. No?
It would
It would have gone down by now.
Yeah, but I think it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Still for the booze, I'm got pretty high tolerance for
Yeah.
booze.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the things I end my show with because I don't have that many jokes. I get people to finger a prison pussy on stage.
What's
that
a
I
prison
make.
pussy? Is that your
And
asshole?
I just
Can I volunteer?
you just get a towel and a rubber glove and you roll the towel up and then you peel the glove back
Oh
around
wow!
it and you
Did
make
you
it a
use
hole.
one in prison?
I didn't use one in prison,
You had a
but it's on
cellmate.
my to-do list to like fuck a
you
towel.
just watch someone else. Yeah. You got cucked by one. Yeah.
So yeah, but that's what your cellmate's for. You don't need a towel and a rubber glove.
What do you think? I'm some kind of gay?
Do the guys like share them in prison?
The
Like, DP 'em together?
Share a fee. Well,
Yeah.
you could put a glove on each end. You could like double team it for sure.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sick, man. And in the best possible way.
I haven't fucked one yet. It's on my to-do list right now.
Right.
Fuck a towel, just so like I can
We got
talk
a
about
towel
it.
lying
all
around.
sincerely.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. There's nothing stopping you doing that.
There's nothing stopping me.
Yeah.
But then the other thing is because I can down a beer pretty quickly. I
Yeah.
usually just like pick someone out of the audience and
Yeah.
like get him on stage. So there's a guy at my Glasgow show named Andrew Hamilton.
Oh,
And
no
I was
way.
like, there can be only one. So
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, going to get him on stage, but they're like, oh, no, he can't do it because he's underage.
Oh,
And
no.
So the venue wouldn't let me. So I was like, okay, fair enough. Well, then
we
I
wouldn't
was
let
like,
him do what? Put his fingers in the.
no, he was fine to do that. They wouldn't let him down a pint.
down in Glasgow. Jesus, you'd think
So-
they'd be fucking.
Yeah, so I said, all right, you pick someone else for
Right,
you,
okay.
and so we got him on stage, and I flogged him. But yeah, Glasgow, like I didn't know the rules here because a guy I had a meet and greet. I had to do meet and greets at the start of the show, and a guy came with like a hip flask
Yeah.
into the Glee Club.
Yeah.
And like gave me that to have a shot of whiskey, and like the people that work there were just standing there like, no, you can't fucking do this.
Really?
And so he got
Wait, is it a Glee in Glasgow as well?
Yeah.
All right, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, so there was one.
Yeah.
I did one in Birmingham, and then I
Yeah.
did one in the Glee Club in Glasgow. And,
It's odd that they wouldn't let you do a fucking shot of. Yeah, that's odd.
Well, in
We know they're
Australia,
bringing in alcohol from outside.
Huh?
right?
yeah,
Yeah, it might be
exactly.
it, yeah.
That's it. So
That
like
might
in
be it,
Australia,
yeah.
I don't know. Like I sometimes I'm like, okay, are we too strict in Australia?
For
But I was like,
super,
oh, no,
they're
that,
way
that
stricter.
rules is
Yeah.
rules is consistent here.
Yeah.
I always like hear that you can be like out in the street with a pint.
And you can buy alcohol fucking anywhere.
Yeah.
At any time of the night. In
Where, in
Australia.
Australia?
No, in Australia you can't.
Oh, you
if you don't
can't,
get
right,
like
right.
booze by 11 p.m., you're fucked.
Also, I was at Manchester the other week at the train station, and it was just like a bunch of like 18-year-old kids, all like with like Stella cans, drinking, going to wherever the fuck party was. It was like 9, 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
In Australia, that'd be like a $400 on the spot fine.
Yeah.
$400 fine.
I mean, in Ireland, they're it's pretty. Pubs close pretty early. Everyone probably think in Ireland that's just a free for all, but.
Do they? What time's
they're
early?
like, they're like fuck
like
off home
midnight?
and drink.
Off licenses, and we'll close at 11. You can't buy alcohol after 11 in shops.
wow.
Pubs and everything close quite early.
But that's because
Yeah.
they want to go home and drink.
Maybe, possibly, but also they're like, if it was a free for all, the country would fucking fall apart.
Even on weekends, it's like still.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
What
fucking
about-
insane.
So are there nightclubs though?
Nightclubs, but they'll close, early enough, like 1, 2 p.m. There's a few places that'll stay open.
2 p.m. or 2 a.m.?
Oh, sorry, 2 a.m.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck, I was
sorry.
gonna
Jesus, not Berlin.
Yeah, they open it in breakfast. And
Yeah,
they close
yeah.
at 2 p.m.
Have you ever been to Berlin?
I have been to Berlin.
Did you go to any of the crazy?
No, I was pretty tame. What did I do? I just hung out with a few mates on like rooftop
Went
bars.
to the Holocaust Museum.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
On mushrooms.
No, that would
be a trip and a half. Jesus Christ Almighty!
I remember I went to like some like sex shop, and they had like a booth where there was just like an old lady sucking people off for like, I don't know, like €20 or something.
Oh wow!
And I was just walking around looking at dildos and shit, and then she was like, "You want blowjob?" And I felt so bad because she was just quite unattractive. And I was just like,
Wait, so this wasn't through a glory hole?
no.
Oh, it was
like,
just
well, do you
out
want
in the
chlamydia?
open?
I guess you just go into a booth with her and she just suck you
Wow.
off.
Oh,
and so I
fuck.
saw her and she was like, "Do you want blowjob?" And I said, I looked at her and I was like, "No, thank you. Like, I would
Yeah.
rather go home
So
and wank."
polite. Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you.
No, I
You pop out those teeth, maybe.
Oh.
But yeah, no,
But she's probably very good at a job. Considering,
Probably.
like, how
yeah,
effective
just
she
close
was.
your eyes and just think of whoever. But think of your sleep paralysis demon. But I,
Think of your one that's wanking on you.
but just woke up covered in fucking ectoplasm. But I lived in Berlin for a few years sober, and I never went to this Kit Kat. There's Berghain. There's another one.
Well, they wouldn't have let you in.
No, they wouldn't have let me in. 'Cause you
Yeah.
have to dress.
There's
kind
like a
of-
perfect level of aesthetic. There's like, because you can't look too fancy. Apparently, you have to like look like you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
cool at the same time.
Some places insist that you have
none
to
of us-
dress like BDSM kind of gear and leather stuff, and I was like, fuck that. Like, there's no way. Like,
Just an average guy. I want to go in for a laugh.
I just want to go in for a laugh and with a video camera, and then you know what I mean.
Get your cock out, you know?
I wouldn't be, and sober as well. I wouldn't be able to do something like that sober, like just. You know what I mean?
I
Just-
think that would give me anxiety walking around.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I bet
Like-
there's heaps of people going there sober though. And
Yeah,
I'd say so,
absolutely.
yeah.
But like people that are involved in like sex clubs all the time, that
Yeah.
can just go sit in the dark room and like wank and watch or whatever.
Yeah.
Wank and watch.
Yeah.
I had a friend who he went to visit his brother and his older brother, and his brother invited him. This wasn't in Germany, but somewhere else. And his brother invited him to an orgy. And he's like, "Do you want to come to an orgy?" And he's like, "Are you going to be in the orgy?" He's like, "Yeah, but we'll like stay apart. We'll stay away from each other." Like,
Yeah. In the blue corner.
There's a girl I was hooking up with in Sydney that goes to like sex clubs and like, you know, there's like rooms where like, you know, swingers can swing, and there's also like there's an orgy room. And so like at some point at the party is just like people socializing, and then like obviously there's a time when the orgy begins, but like it will begin with like just a
Someone
couple-
just blows a
it's just
whistle.
like
Yeah.
well, that's it. I was
Yeah.
thinking like, does someone just ring the bell? Like,
Yeah.
let the orgy commence.
Yeah.
You know, but like
Caesar
someone
comes in and it's
Yeah.
fucking.
But like, there has to be like one enthusiastic guy. There has to be like,
Yeah.
you know, do you want to let's kick off the orgy?
right?
You know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Me and
it's,
you, let's get in the middle.
You
and-
know, we'll get.
Did you go to one?
I haven't been to one yet, but I just want to go to one as a fly on the wall, just to
course.
be like,
Yeah, I'd like
just
to do
study it.
Can you just sit and spectate and just because like in Amsterdam and stuff, I was there last year I think. Yeah, and I went and the red light district and everything. I found it very. It's very like I was. It's funny how like the more central you go into the red light district, like the more attractive the women become. But like when you go out, like I was in a hostel that was above a brothel or whatever.
Yeah,
and it was just this fat woman just kind of sitting there, just like just in the window, and I was like, oh dear God. And
but that's probably someone's kink.
It's probably someone's into that. Yeah,
they're saving money and they're getting their rocks off even more than they would with a hot chick. Yeah,
I mean, it's just fucking. And then I heard that there was a blue light district, which was for gays, where they had.
I heard about this. I heard whispers. I can't confirm.
Yeah, it was
friend of a friend told me,
green or something like that.
Goo light.
And and you go in, and but apparently they shut it down because gays don't need.
Because it was gross.
Well, it was gross, yeah, and it was ungodly.
It smelled like shit.
But also, the gays don't need it.
Gays don't need it.
Go to a gay club.
Exactly. So
and with their cock out.
Yeah. So there's it shut down because they're like, well, gays just fuck each other.
We're going out of business, boys.
Yeah, we're going out of business, boys.
We're gonna have to shut down.
You want me to pay you? No, you pay me. No, okay. Why don't we just call it a draw? We'll buy each other a beer and we'll bum each other. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because they just have like in the red light district, they just have like gay sex clubs where you just all the windows are blacked
Did you go?
out, and then I didn't.
Why?
What?
It's just it's a simpler process, isn't it?
So I'd be sober. I just don't. I feel like it's.
Yeah, but you're horny. Surely that at some point your horniness overtakes the not being so.
Well, no. Also, and I've spoken about this before.
Gay, I would have AIDS 10 times over.
You get AIDS so much that it would.
So you've got
you
AIDS.
Wouldn't have it.
Just how much AIDS can one man get?
Yeah.
We can only wait and see.
Yeah. But I always found though that the idea of going into a sex club where everyone's drunk or high and you're sober, that there's a power dynamic there where you're gonna fuck someone who's like not fully with it, and then they'll wake up and be like, did I fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And then I don't know. It's
if you're
always weird to me.
Being in the orgy room is consent, as far as I'm concerned.
That's what people have said.
Yeah.
People have said that to me when I brought it up, and they were like, no, that's like an understood thing, that if you go into these sex clubs, it's like, that's
well, it's
gone.
like if you're drunk
you know
and you get into a car, you're responsible for driving. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you get drunk and you go into the orgy room,
what if
you're gonna get bumped?
Yeah.
What if you're lost trying to get directions out of the sex club and you end up in the orgy room?
Well, you should have paid attention. It's like if you get lost and run over a child while you're driving.
See, if it says orgy room in German on the door, I'm in trouble because I can't read that.
Yeah, but it'll be called something like Fuckhausen or something. It'll be Pool Fuckhausen.
Yeah. But I had a friend who went to some sex club in Berlin, and it's literally like, because you can just chill and have like a beer or whatever, but you're just chilling and having a beer, and then like literally like a foot away from your face there'll just be some woman getting absolutely rode out of it.
I'm okay with it. I'd be like, give her one for me. I'd give him a slap on the ass.
Yeah. But it's like, it's just literally, you're like, sorry, can you just...
You could ruin someone's... You could be like, make her come.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck her harder. Like,
give her one for me, lads.
Dude. Dude, I was in the
one time
zone.
The one time I was in a threesome with another guy, he was like talking to me, like he was like, put that cock in her mouth. How much?
Oh no.
Yeah, and I was like, no, like fuck off. You're ruining it.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you can really ruin a man.
You can ruin a yeah. But
and I like how you modified the story to say put a cock in her mouth, instead of
yeah.
Yes, Andrew.
But this is one of the things I was curious about with the prison thing. That for anyone who doesn't know, you end up in prison for selling drugs or whatever. But like, this is me, just my horny fucking mind. That how do you jerk off if you're you know what I mean? If you're in a room with...
Well, there was a couple of times where I was fortunate enough to have a cell to myself. And then, you're just having a go at it all day.
Yeah.
And then other times I had a cellmate, and then I would just wait till they're snoring. All
right. Okay, the old Cosby.
So, like, there's two ways. Sometimes you're in a cell where it's bunk beds.
Yeah.
In which case you're like, happy days, he's snoring, I'm good.
Yeah.
So just pretend to snore if you're ever in prison.
Go on, Hammer.
Yeah.
And then, but other times you both beds on the floor.
Oh,
And
no.
So like those.
Also, it's like a
times,
sleepover.
Yeah.
So
It's like the
those
good old
times, what you have to do is like, even though your cellmate might be snoring, you'd have to like wank with like one leg up to like kind of like block the view.
Oh,
like, see,
right,
like,
okay.
Wow.
Like this,
Yeah.
with the bed sheet.
Yeah.
So
Oh, the view was on the telly, was it?
So
Jerking off to the view.
just in case, because you didn't want them to roll over, wake up, and just like, watch you wank. So yeah, that would be the tactic.
Just watch you, just like
Yeah. Oh,
Hey man.
don't mind me.
morning.
I remember I was in when I lived in Berlin. I lived in a hostel for like 3 months with this old German guy, and same thing. Like I just wait till he fell asleep to jerk off. But it got to a point where I was like, I don't even care if he's awake.
Wait, so you were sharing a room? You were saying?
Yeah, and the room was like
It's fucking
it's the size of our bathroom. Like that you were just in, and. Yeah, like I just got to a point where I was like, I don't even care if this all fucking hear me. Like I was like, I'm jerking off. I'm not going to sometimes you go down to the fucking showers or the bathroom or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. And hope there's another poor soul in there. But I the other thing, and everyone thinks this about prison, is that the fear of the old rape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that a fear in the prison?
I never had any like moments where I was worried about that. Everyone treated me great. I mean, luckily I'm not too small. I'm like 6
Everything
foot.
was consensual.
Yeah. Oh come on! What are we gonna do for 18 hours in here?
But what do you do for that long in prison?
Like watch TV, read books. I would do Sudoku puzzles. I would write like jokes, or I'd write prison food reviews of all my lunches and dinners.
Right. Okay.
I was you do laps of your cell, push-ups, anything except sucking each other off.
Yeah. Everything.
Just-
to
I'm trying to
fight
think-
off-
Anything to distract yourself from what, like, because you just can't help it. You're like,
everything to fight off the urge
God.
of blowing
If I
each
didn't
other.
stay busy,
yeah.
like if there was 30 minutes where I had nothing to do, I'd be like, all right, well, put your cock in my mouth.
Yeah.
So-
Let's just stop delaying the inevitable. But
I found like most yards that most guys are like pretty homophobic in Australian jails. So like the idea of like some guy trying to bum another guy would have been like frowned upon.
okay, that's ideal. That
Yeah, it
homophobia is rampant.
Yeah.
you'd want that as opposed to
Yeah, I remember in my first yard, when I was kind of like, I was in quarantine because of COVID, and they had a trans woman in the cells.
Oh, you can't be having that.
And as soon as we walked in, this guy that I was sitting with looked at the other guys and goes, "Shotgun," and and I was like, "Oh man, like I don't know if you know that you could get cancelled for that, like
Cancelled in prison.
God, imagine that.
I don't know if you know that, but I don't know what's going on the outside, man. But like that kind of joke is like really
Yeah,
inappropriate to be in a lot of trouble if you weren't in prison.
Fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So there was a trans woman in the
I
yard,
think she might have got transferred to a women's. I never saw her in the main yards after that, so I don't know what happens. But yeah,
Wow. And were they like just in makeup and hair? Like how much of an effort are we talking
I think
here?
she could look better. I think it was like
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think she had all the kit, but like she
Yeah.
still looked feminine enough.
Yeah.
That you'd be like, this, if
Yeah.
I was in prison for long enough, that might be close.
That might
enough.
be, yeah. I was when I was in that psychiatric hospital. There was a trans woman. Now this was 12 years ago, before technology got good. And oh boy, yeah, she looked like fucking Paul Giamatti on a bad day. Do you know what I mean? Like an absolute.
That was just
spud of a
you
thing.
looking in the mirror.
Maybe I hallucinated the whole thing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Maybe it was just that was my sleep paralysis demon. It was this gross trans woman. But was there gangs in prison? Is there, you know what I mean? You got the Aryan Brotherhood and then the Muslim Brotherhood and that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah, you've got gangs. You've got like heaps of like. Well, it's mostly like motorcycle gangs, bike they call it in Australia.
Yeah.
So a lot of bikie gangs. They're all lovely.
Okay, they're all nice.
I mean, they're not nice to each other, but like to the average punter like me,
Yeah.
they were great.
And do you have to join a gang, or can you just be like, I'm gonna just not?
No, I mean, like most of the races, like will stick up for each other in like quite a strong way.
Yeah.
Like my cellmate was Islander, and like his first day in a main yard, he had like all these other Islanders brought him like heaps of food, and like that does not happen for the white guys. They're like, yeah, good luck, mate. You're on your own.
Yeah.
But I
Islander,
think
is that Maori? Is that, I'm saying that right?
Māori?
Yeah.
So we used to be just Maori, but now now we understand cultural sensitivities. I think it's just Māori.
Māori. Yeah, he was trying to teach me how to say it because I was just saying Maori.
Moldy.
Moldy.
Like mouldy, as in like
almost.
That's what it sounds like. It's almost a D. A Māori.
It's almost
Moldy.
a D. Kind of like that trans woman. That doesn't even make sense. If anything, it would be a reverse of that. But so yeah, did you? I mean, a lot of people, the classic thing is that you read the Bible in prison. Did you? No.
I did at one point, just because it was the only book on the shelf when I was in quarantine, so it was just something to read.
Yeah.
And like, there's some far-fetched stories of the Bible.
It's fucking unreadable.
Yeah,
it is.
The first few chapters, they're talking about people being like thousands of years old, like just like average people, like sons of Abraham and shit like that, being
and the
like
earth was
2,000
made
years
in
old.
7
I'm like,
days.
come on.
It's a load of nonsense.
I believe turning water into wine and like all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff, but like the 2,000-year-old dude back then, I'm skeptical.
Yeah.
So
in prison, there was what do they call it? Hooch, where people making alcohol and
yeah. I
drugs
had
and
I had some moonshine. So like they don't let you have sugar in jail. It's all sweeteners because you can make booze out of sugar, right?
You can use fruit, can't you?
Yeah, but you can use the natural sugars from fruits.
yeah.
Well done, Hamish. So that's
Fermenting,
yeah. So like this guy made like I think and also like cornflakes, like breakfast cereals.
Yeah.
That would have like natural sugars in that.
Okay.
So I had this one that was like fermented like cornflakes and orange juice.
Oh, that would have been
And it
horrible.
tasted horrible, but I remember having a sip of that and being like, "Oh fuck!" I felt pissed off
Yeah.
one big sip of that.
Yeah.
And like when a guy offers you that and he's been working on it, it's like it's a compliment.
Yeah.
So you accept it.
Yeah.
But I was like, I can probably wait till I get out of jail, have a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not that desperate for
Where
it.
do they put it? Just like under the pillow or something?
I guess so, but like I had a mate who
Sitting there, gooch.
there was a whole bunch of guys in his wing that all like they made a whole moonshine that fermented in like a huge bin that they had in there, and like so they have like a whole bunch of guys doing this amazing operation to move this bin around so it was never detected by like the screws.
Wow.
So they all had it for Christmas. This is one big celebration. Like
Nice.
Were you
You
in
know-
there for Christmas?
I wasn't in there for Christmas. I got out in mid-October, just before Christmas.
For Halloween.
Yeah.
I was like,
You spent Halloween with
please,
your family.
please let me out before Halloween. I've got a great costume.
And let me keep the suit. Yeah, so I have a costume.
But on drugs, were drugs in the prison? No?
Yeah, but because it was during COVID, the prison was in lockdown, so like family visits weren't allowed, and so like
that's how most
that's a
people-
big passageway for drugs.
Yeah.
So the price of drugs in jail skyrocketed. They were like the
Right.
biggest they've ever been.
Yeah.
So like there were still tactics.
Yeah.
I saw still guys smuggle shit in. And yeah, so I won't reveal too many of them because some of them are probably still active tactics. But there were still ways that the guys could get it in.
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
sometimes you would see like screws, prison officers would get arrested for like
For selling to the inmates.
for smuggling stuff in for them. Yeah, because it must have been
Right.
huge money.
Yeah.
But how do they get money to the screws for doing that? From people on the outside?
Yeah, people on the
Yeah,
outside
right.
would just give them like a paper bag full of cash at their house or something like that, or like deposit stuff into their accounts.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's always a way, and it's big money in jail. But I was just like, fuck. At no point did I want to be involved in drugs in jail because I'm like, it's just too high risk, and it's like, yeah. And I had a old cellmate who heard that I was a drug dealer, and he was like, don't let anyone know that you're a drug dealer because otherwise, like, guys will try and like staunch on you. They'll try and like. They'll have people follow your family home from a family visit, and then like threaten you to like kill your family if you don't like put like, money in your account all the time.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, it was probably for the best that I never had any
And
family.
did anyone
visits.
ever find out that you were a drug dealer? No.
I mean, I told everyone. I was,
Yeah,
I
right,
was,
okay, yeah.
I was like, he was old school, right? He'd been in like in and out of jail for decades, and I was like, at the point I was in jail, 80% of the people are in there for drug dealing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't think, and also I'm in there for mushrooms.
Oh yeah.
So mushrooms and acid, not like kilos and kilos of cocaine. So probably the guys weren't thinking that I was going to be a cash cow or anything like that.
Right. Yeah. In Dublin, they have Mountjoy Prison, and they have nets above the yard because drones would just fly
so we
over
have
and drop
they have
drugs
they have
into
the
the yard.
nets here as well, but also they created like a iron dome. It's like a electronic dome.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. So
Like Israel.
Like Israel.
Yeah, like that. But so if a drone flies towards a prison, it'll be reprogrammed to just fly in the opposite direction.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
shit.
Yeah. But all that shit had to be invented after it worked a few times. Of
course, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All these things.
Yeah.
And so that's why you're like, fine, they got rid of that one, but then guys will just come up with a million other tactics because, like, it's just a place of just so much innovation.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like, so when you went into prison now, did you have to go cold turkey from stuff, or was it like...
I mean, it was like rehab for me.
Yeah.
I like broke my addiction to cocaine because like
That
it
must have
just
been brutal, no?
Well, I mean, I was on cocaine when I got arrested. I'd been up for like 3 days. So like the first few days were pretty bad when I was coming down because you're like having a come down plus you're in prison.
You're like, just can I have one more bump, please?
Yeah.
I need to...
Oh, when they were raiding my house, actually, I was sitting there like knowing that they were going to find. I knew where some coke was, and I almost wanted to like just like reveal where it was, just to be like, hey, like, all right, there's some here, but can I have like a little crack at it?
Yeah.
You know,
Just one
while
bump.
we're doing, because we're going to be here for hours.
Yeah.
I'm really coming down hard.
Yeah. I only ever did coke once, and I did not have a good time. So
Well, it sounds like you had a bad time on quite a few drugs.
yeah, I mean, never with ecstasy or I took 2CB once, which
Okay.
is like it's got some.
It's a radio
same-
station in Australia.
Well,
Oh,
two
wait,
CBs.
no.
Cock glass. No. I'm trying to think of two black cocks.
Yeah. I've had more than two of them. But I took, but they were tiny, and I remember I bought 5 of them off some bloke, and I was like, yeah, I'll take all of these. And then one of my friends, Hank, was like, you're not going to need 5 of them. Just take one. And I took one, and shit was like fucking... You know that episode of The Simpsons where Homer goes into
The chili? When he has the chili?
Not the chili, that would have been great, but you know when they moved the shelf and there's like a vortex into another...
Oh, yeah, the Tron
dimension?
episode.
Oh.
Yeah.
where he like falls through the
That's
thing.
the 3D episode, yeah.
Yeah, that it was like that. Like
Okay.
everything was just like
You're in 4D.
cute. Yeah, it was
Wow.
it was fucking absolutely mental. Like, but yeah, apart from that, it was just all just weeds and ecstasy. Yeah, ecstasy like every weekend. Every week for I don't know, about a year and a half, just fucking like I went to art college, so there's just fucking drugs.
Of course.
They used to have these things called the NCAD. It was the National College of Art and Design, and they used to have the NCAD balls, which were like these parties they throw like once a month, and people from other colleges would come because they had a reputation of just like
You guys had the best drugs?
absolute drug fest. Yeah. I mean, yeah, just fucking. We also had the highest suicide rate of any college in Ireland.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
In
Were you voted most likely to commit suicide?
you know when YouTubers hit 100,000 subscribers?
Yeah.
We got a little silver plaque that we put on the wall.
Must have been some great drugs, man.
yeah.
I feel like,
I think
well,
as
that'll
well
do me.
I think as well.
There's
though,
nothing,
it was like,
nothing I need to achieve in life anymore after that.
yeah,
See you later. Fuck.
yeah. I think it was just
So,
more.
so were they
like,
killing themselves on campus or at home?
at home, yeah.
Yeah, fuck,
So
yeah,
just
it's
like
more tasteful.
they almost hung a one of the someone accidentally hung someone. They were trying to do some art, some fucking bullshit, fucking like meta art installation, performance art thing.
Oh my God.
And
What?
they were like,
Like-
I need to hang someone in the courtyard because I don't know what it was. And it was supposed to be like performative and not real, and then something happened and they actually like hung the person. They're like, and they had to like cut him down or something. It was fucking.
oh my
Did
yeah.
they
God.
die?
No, they didn't
Oh,
die. No, they
okay.
caught him.
I feel like the artwork would have been more impressive.
Did he
if
come?
they-
Oh yeah. No, but I did. And they used to have this thing called the King of NCAD, where it would be during like Rag Week. It was called. Or
Yeah, we have-
Freshers Week.
Yeah, we
What
have
do
that.
call
We call it
Time of the month.
What?
Rag week.
So all the women are on the
your
rag.
period.
That's
yeah.
called O Week in Australia.
Week,
Yeah,
okay,
like
right.
orientation week. Yeah.
Orientation week. Yeah, so they used to do this thing called the King of NCAD, where it was like, who could do the grossest thing, and it would escalate to like it would start off with like maybe 30 or 40 blokes, and it would start off pretty tame with like the crowd just, or else the student union would draw up like the dares to like whatever, and start off pretty slow, like, okay, yeah, you have to someone's gonna spit in your mouth or whatever, and then it gets to a point where it's like out in the courtyard on this little platform. And I got one year, the guy who won it, there was like 3 guys left, and he was the only guy who was willing to like shit in his hand and throw it at the crowd.
What
and
the
then,
fuck?
Yeah, one time I walked by, and it was just like 2 guys, like,
You're like,
like a seal, like yeah. And
I mean, I would rather do that than get someone spit in my mouth. I
right.
I would
okay.
rather throw shit at someone.
you'd rather be the instigator.
the-
Yeah. And then one time it was just like literally guys just like vomiting into each other's mouths. Like there was just a guy that's like, and they'd vomit, and then it was like almost like a human centipede
bird,
thing
yeah.
where they're like, and then you have to like vomit into the next person's mouth. Absolutely fucking mental stuff. But I mean, that's just like I was sober at this time, so I didn't. But like, yeah, Lord knows anytime I drank, because I had a reputation of like whenever I drank as a teenager, if I went missing, they're like, "Where's Rob?" And they're like, "He's in the bathroom." And I'd go in and I'd just be shitting everywhere. Like it would be bad. Like one time I shit on someone's floor at a party.
You drink so much you'd shit yourself?
I'd shit
every
myself.
time?
Pretty much.
How old were you at the
I
time?
was 16.
Yeah,
and I'd always
Jesus,
drink way too much. And I'd always shit myself. There'd be always something poo related.
Did you have a nickname for shitting yourself?
I didn't do enough to earn a
You
nickname.
didn't shit yourself enough. Once is enough
Well, what
to
do
get a
you-
shitting yourself nickname.
I never got it, but
Is
I
that
got
so
it.
common in Ireland that they don't have?
I just
If someone shat themselves at school in Australia,
And
Yeah.
it would.
And you didn't like your old American housemate who was
I
shitting
know,
everywhere.
yeah, but
Sounds like
he's-
you guys had a lot in common.
Yeah. I mean, it's
He was an
different when
alcoholic,
He
that's
wasn't.
why.
Yeah. That's true. Actually, yeah, that's true. But like one time, I just woke up covered in my own shit, like in my house, and I was like, it was on my iPod. This is back in the when iPods were still a thing, and I remember it was bad. I don't know what it was, but I shit myself quite a bit from drinking, but I don't drink anymore. Like
Yeah.
I said.
How was the
But
iPod?
Huh?
The iPod still works?
I don't think I even watched it. I was just like, ugh.
I swear I've been told a story that maybe an urban myth or someone maybe have told me this of them like having a one night stand at a girl's house, shat himself, didn't want to was so embarrassed that he went to the bathroom, washed himself, she's still sleeping, and he started like tucking some of the shit into her ass to make her think that she did it.
Oh my
Genius.
god!
What a genius! That's
Tucking
amazing.
it in.
Yeah.
And so she woke up like, oh my god, like I'm so embarrassed, like, and he's like, oh no, it's fine, like, trying to be really understanding.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's-
he's set her up.
That's fucking amazing. All right, if you had a dog or something, you try blame on the dog. Just rub the shit on the dog's
Yeah, I
asshole.
think you shat in my asshole. You shat all over my ass and my underwear and my pants.
I have one friend. I have one friend who shit. He was away with his wife, and he shit on the floor of his bathroom. And then his wife woke up and she was drinking as well. Woke up and saw the shit on the floor, and he just gaslit her into that she did it. Like,
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh well, I guess." And then she cleaned it up, but like,
See, if it's a one-off thing, like you can get away with it. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you're known as the guy that's always shitting, then
Yeah.
it's hard to then
yeah. I mean,
shit the
there's
shit the
one
blame.
infamous story where I shit. I was at a party, and it was Halloween actually, funnily enough, and I just got out of prison, and
What was your costume?
yeah. What was I dressed? I can't even remember what I was dressed as. But I went to the bathroom because I had to take a shit, and then I went in, and there was a girl that I was friends with, and she was puking in the toilet.
Oh no!
And
Rob.
I was like, "Get out of the fucking way! I have to take a shit." And she
No.
was like, "I'm not going anywhere. You fucking whatever." So then I just crouched down in the corner of the bathroom, shit all over the floor. I don't know if I've told you this story before.
I think so, yeah.
Shit all over the
But
floor.
I love a rerun.
Yeah, and then
You had the reruns.
I had to shit all over the floor. Her parents came in and was like, "What the fuck is this?" And they,
God.
You said the aristocrats.
and like there's a girl puking in the thing. I'm in the corner, and then they threw me. The dad literally threw me out onto the street like something from a fucking The Simpsons, like fucking
out.
Barney getting thrown out of Moe's Tavern. Threw me out, and then the story. It was like Chinese whispers that went around, like the version of the story. Just like
Yeah.
people come up to me, and they're
The funny
like,
thing is, it doesn't. Even if that story doesn't get changed, it's still horrific.
"It's still horrific."
So like,
But I had
it's
people
like, no,
come
that's
up-
not what happened. I was just shitting in the corner.
But no, I had people come up to me in school being like, "I heard that like the dad opened the door and you had like the shit in your hands, and you were like, it wasn't me," and you were like throwing the shit at them or whatever, and I was like, all right, that didn't fucking happen.
You're
Like, that's-
shitting, you're wanking.
But it's not that far off that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's closer to that than doing like
Then
shitting
nothing.
normally. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
I was thinking maybe that you like try to shit in the toilet and you like shat a bit on the girl who's vomiting as
That's
well.
where you thought it was going.
Yeah,
was it?
that seems like a variation.
I thought you were gonna sit
Yeah.
on the
And I
toilet and be like, "You gotta shit between. You gotta throw it between my
That's-
legs."
That's the rumor. That's the rumor I would have been spreading. I'd have been like,
Yeah.
you shat on her while you were wanking.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, there was another time as well where I just had like, I remember going out and I had like a stomach bug or something, and I
think
was
it's
like,
just
I'm
your-
going out drinking. I don't give a shit. And then I like woke up the next day, so hungover, and I remember just lying in bed going, yeah, I was gonna shit myself.
Is it a stomach bug if it happens to you this much? It sounds
Well,
like-
no, this is just one time where I had a fucking stomach
It's just
bug.
called AIDS at that
It's
point.
just called AIDS at that point. Yeah. So, anyway, so back to
I would never be. I would be drinking with you always at the pub or at someone else's house. I'd never
Yeah,
be
yeah.
having you over to my house if this is your track record.
Oh, that's the thing. I stopped getting invited to parties because of
I
it.
can't believe that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I know. Yeah, fucking assholes, you know. But what?
It's fucking amazing.
Oh, it was. Yeah, it was fucking.
No,
mental.
you can't have Rob here. He's a bit shitty. Right?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
He's gonna shit all
He's a
over your
shit
house.
cunt.
What
But
the
I hope I
fuck?
get to see you relapse once. In my
Oh,
life.
that would be fun. Yeah, I mean, it is sad that I didn't get to. There's people that are like, I would have loved to have fucking drank with you, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah.
But you
I
will
don't know.
someday.
What?
You'll relapse one day.
Oh yeah. I'll relapse at some point. Yeah. Something really bad just needs to happen.
Yeah.
someone needs to die. I think that's.
Yeah.
Well, I link mine to like career milestones. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've set myself like I'm gonna have like I'm gonna buy like
A
an
beer.
ounce.
When I go on stage, I'm gonna have a beer.
Yeah.
I told myself I'll buy an ounce of Coke if I ever sell out the Enmore Theatre. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause I'm like, that's a good.
You could do that now.
I'm
already.
like, that's a good milestone. So yeah, we'll give it a couple more years and we'll see.
You could do that now, couldn't you?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe in another year
Sydney,
or two.
yeah.
Well, how many people?
Like
is that?
2,000.
Right. Okay. Jesus.
So that's for me. That's like a good enough milestone for that it's like enough in the future.
Yeah,
that, like
yeah.
it's not now, right? And
Yeah,
so maybe
yeah.
when it gets to that point, I won't even want to do it. But
Right.
it's like
It's so funny because if I feel like, I know I can't really speak to it because I don't have the experience, but I feel like if I came out of prison after all that shit, I'd be like, I ain't touching anything. You know what I mean? I'd go full Islam, fucking praying 5 times a day, no stimulants, drugs, or whatever.
Well, we're talking about that. Like a lot of the white boys that like convert to Islam in jails in Australia, a lot of them are gingers.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Yeah. That's the thing.
What
Someone
is
told me
that?
that recently.
What
Yeah.
is that?
I don't know.
I don't fucking know, really. Like,
Because they just don't feel like they belong with the other whites.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but that seems to be a trend.
yeah. It's very, and that was in prison that they'd have gingers would convert to Islam.
Yeah,
Maybe we're just more impressionable or something. I don't know. Like, or we feel like outsiders.
I think it's just nice to belong, and have a community.
It's nice to have a
that's
community. Yeah. Well, I guess that like if you were to look at white people, we are kind of like the lowest rung of whites. You know what I mean?
But I also think converting to something, you can be welcome to. Because if you were atheist and you're like, I'm converting to Christianity,
Yeah.
they'd be like, yeah, okay, you're white. It doesn't. No one cares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But converting to Islam, that's like
That's a big dick move, I think.
Yeah.
Are you religious?
No, I would say I'm agnostic.
Okay, which is
I grew up Catholic. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm like I believe that there's something.
Something, yeah.
But I don't know what it is.
yeah. So you were raised religious. So like, how religious are we talking? Like,
Pretty
They-
Catholic,
they-
very Catholic. Yeah.
so church.
Well, your
every
mum
week?
had a fucking exorcism. When
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot
brought
about
a
that.
nun round.
Yeah. I
Was it a hot nun?
No, I don't think there's ever been a hot nun.
Yeah,
There's
no,
gotta
I
be.
don't think so.
Well,
yeah.
not these days. But like
Mother
all the
Teresa.
nuns, there's
Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
She was a dirty bitch.
in
man.
her
she was-
prime Teresa. Yeah,
Teresa.
okay, all right,
Prime
now we're
Teresa.
talking. But like these days, like back in the day, nuns, women would join the nunnery when they're like 16, 17. And like these days, you're just not seeing
Yeah, there's
women-
a steep decline.
women these age, the under 20, like 30, are not joining the nunnery.
No, there's a drought.
No.
There's a priest drought at the moment, especially in Ireland. Like, there's just no new priests because, like, the stigma attached. Tell your friends you're becoming a priest, they'll be like, "You fucking nonce."
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
totally.
And I think as well that I don't think it's any coincidence that.
They got to
The-
get rid of the celibacy for priests.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
that's what it is. If they made it so you could get a wife and get married.
yeah. Take a wife, as they say.
Well, like my dad was something called a Jesuit scholastic, which is like a student priest. He was like
that
he was
word
like,
anymore.
yeah. I was gonna say.
You're fucking scholastic.
Oh my god! I don't
Too
think
close to spastic.
Yeah.
He's a
I thought
Jesuit spastic.
I thought you meant Jesuit. Yeah. He was like a student priest, right?
Yeah.
And so he was never officially ordained, but he was a student priest.
Yeah.
And he was at university in like a house.
He was ordained behind closed doors. Yeah. Come
And-
over here, boy.
And he was at university in Canberra in a house with like a whole bunch of different guys like from different denominations that were like joining their associated priesthoods, brothers, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And he'd be at uni, and these guys would be dropping like flies because they're in this house trying to, devote their life to God. But they're going to uni with like hot chicks with great racks, and they're like, I'm out, boys.
Yeah. Of course.
I had
I
that,
can't
but
be
my
doing
uncle
this.
went to become a priest, and then he just met his wife like while he was in, and he just went, fuck this.
Yeah, and I think that's like the PR bit that like the priesthood doesn't get. It's like, hold on. Like maybe there is plenty of pedophiles who've been attracted to it, but there's also heaps of guys that like try to do it, and then they were like, "What am I doing? Like, I need to fuck chicks."
Yeah. I mean, and then I'm sure the celibacy thing led to a lot of the noncery, I think.
Well, I mean,
Because
don't
little
know.
boys don't blab as much as women, you know.
Oh, that's true. Actually, yeah. They don't gossip.
Yeah, they don't gossip.
Surely
They're
you can be a horny priest and just go see a hooker. I'm surely you've got enough money coming in, and it's all tax free. Just go see a hooker.
True.
You know?
The thing is that there's nothing that's against the Bible, where there's nothing in the Bible about not fucking kids. So I think they were like, well, there's nothing in the.
That's
You know
like
what
you
I mean?
hear about like all these religious Brazilians, right? The Brazilians they'll have anal before they have sex because like it's like they're not allowed to lose their virginity outside of wedlock, but there's no rule about anal.
I just love the idea of a priest
that's very
being like
interesting, yeah.
a priest having the idea and then grabbing the Bible and just like running through it, and he gets to the last page and he's like,
Yes, I found a loophole.
yes.
A very tight one. I was raised sort of semi-seriously Catholic. Just church every week and prayers before bed and everything, but it died off before.
That's super Catholic.
Then we would just go to every Christmas. We'd go to the nativity mass.
Yeah,
and then that happened then up until I was fucking 17 or 18, and that was my mom was like, no, we're fucking going to nativity mass, and you go and you're like, oh fuck me, and you just sit there and it's Christmas Eve, you want to be out drinking with your fucking
it drags
mates.
on.
It does drag on. Yeah. Some of the kids are in drag,
And I mean the priests are in dresses as well, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's we didn't really have any noncy priests in our. If I remember correctly, like there was a teacher in our school who got done for being a nonce. But I don't think there's any priests in.
I still get from my high school. We still get email updates about like court proceedings about a teacher from like the 80s.
Oh really?
Who's, like,
Yeah.
still going through it for being a nonce. Yeah,
in like the school newsletter.
in the school in the school email. Yeah,
Wow.
being like it's our moral obligation to let you guys know about this. Anyone who was affected by this, please come forward. This is where it's up to in the court case. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Yeah.
every now and then I'll get an email. Even though this is so before my time,
yeah.
I'm like still interested. I'm like,
Yeah, it's interesting.
get him.
Of course.
Yeah.
This affects me in that it's very exciting to hear how it's going.
Yeah.
yeah.
But in prison now, you're away from all the nonsense and the sex offenders.
Yeah, they're in a protection wing called the Boneyard.
What is it called, the boneyard? That's grim.
I feel like I was told at some point, but I've forgotten. So that's the Boneyard.
It's like the
so
Lion King where he's like, see that?
You must never go there.
The shadows.
Yeah.
So it's like, pedophiles, rapists, police informants.
Wait, why do they get lumped in?
They're all
because they've
they've
killed
all got
by-
a protection.
Yeah.
Because I mean
They
have
must
the
be
choice.
like, oh fuck, I gotta hang out with the pedos.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think there's a hierarchy in there. I don't know who thinks they're top dog of the
Police
yard,
informants,
but
surely.
surely police
Yeah.
informants would think that
Because
they're.
they're like the I'll tell on you. Like
Right,
yeah,
the
they're-
little snitches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or sometimes there's just guys that get tired of getting punched in the face in the main yard who are just like, I said, I've got to go to protection.
yeah.
Oh, like the beta males who are just getting dumped. Yeah,
They're getting beaten up and they're getting robbed.
Did you experience any violence whatsoever? Was there any point where someone wanted to fight you?
There's a guy that pinched my ass a couple of times, and he was like a lot bigger than me, and I was like, "Fuck, this could be a problem." But then I got moved to another.
Pinch your ass.
I just sucked his dick and he went away.
He called you toots?
He pinched my ass a couple of times, and
Is that like a thing to see, like, if you're man enough to fight, or was he into you?
I guess that was like his way of like indicating that he was interested in me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And were you like, yeah?
I said, "Fuck off," and he was like, "Wow," and so like, I think like he was just like. Yeah,
that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but luckily I got moved to another wing before I had to
Love it
fucking
when they
fight
put
him.
up a fight.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the closest thing you had to getting.
A guy tried to push in front of me in the line for the queue for the phone. It was
Yeah.
like he was just kind of testing me on whether I'd like bark, you know.
Mm.
And so like those kind of things you got to defend. You got to stick up for yourself, otherwise, like,
Right.
people will just see you as a target.
So you had to be like, hey, you fucking.
Yeah. He was like, "Oh, chill out, I'm before you." I was like, "No, you're fucking after me, cunt." And then like
Yeah.
you can see everyone else was watching to see like my reaction.
So that's true. That like
Yeah.
you gotta fucking. And this is probably like when you were first in there, and then
Yeah. So you got to stick up for yourself a bit, otherwise, you'll be a pushover.
Yeah.
And, like guys will just come into your cell when you've got like a full thing of groceries and just start taking shit off you.
Oh right,
You know.
okay, yeah, you got to go full fucking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
guys would go in like because there's a thing called buy up, which is like commissary in the States where you like could get like groceries. You get like soft drinks and noodles and like chocolates and stuff like
Right,
that.
okay.
And so that arrives once a week. And so like some of the smaller guys, sometimes they'd have that arrive, and then some other guy would come to their cell, just grab what they wanted, and if you spoke up, they just punch you in the face.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Was there ever any like riots or anything in there?
Yeah, there was a riot when I was there. I got moved from one wing to another wing, and then we were out in the yard one day, and then I saw a bunch of screws like running
Yeah.
down the passageway, and then I turned around and I could see a whole bunch of inmates in the wing I had just moved from on the roof.
Oh no.
On the roof,
Yeah.
and they'd like rushed a guard. They'd climbed up. They'd smashed through a skylight. They'd like made this like impressive thing with like bed sheets, and they helped each other up. And like about 8 of them were on the roof.
Yeah.
Because it was during COVID, there was
Yeah.
no visits. There was a shortage of drugs, and so a bunch of times when guys had been like moving drugs around wings, they throw it in like an apple over like roofs, and sometimes.
Oh, wow.
So there'd been a huge backlog of drugs that was stuck on this roof.
Oh yes.
Okay, so that's like one version of what happened. They actually got up there, and it was a bunch of like Indigenous Australian inmates, and they spelled out BLM on the roof.
Oh wow.
Oh
And
wow.
so we got locked in our cell, and I'm watching it on TV, and I'm like 100 meters from it, and they set a fire, and the whole wing is on fire.
Oh shit.
And I was like watching this, and I'm like,
Oh, because this was right after George Floyd, wouldn't it?
this
would be-
was
'cause
like
COVID was-
2021.
Oh, okay, so it was a bit after. Yeah.
But I'm watching this on TV, being like, this is hectic. And then I'm watching the smoke out my window, and I'm like, oh fuck, that's moving.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm stuck in a cell. Like if that fire spreads, I might be in a lot of trouble here.
So
but,
the motivation for the riot was to get the drugs or to.
Well, I think they would say that it was a political protest because
Right.
they spelled out BLM, but
Yeah.
like
I spelled it wrong.
LMB.
Bleak Lives Matter.
So yeah, look, whether they were just doing it as a political protest because they were being hard done by during COVID, or whether they were on there getting the drugs, you'd have to ask them.
Right.
But
And they will not tell you the
Yeah,
truth.
I will not tell you the truth. Yeah. So man, that's fucking crazy. I've always like. This is such a retarded fucking thing. I always was I'd be like, I'd love to see like how I'd fare in prison, but by the sounds things, I probably wouldn't last.
Have
long.
you watched that
You'll
show
get there one day.
60 days? Or is it 90 days?
You know what
in?
you're doing?
That show- it's like 90 days in or whatever, where people go into prison. It's like a reality show.
yeah. 60, so I think it's got
Amazing.
60 days in. Yeah.
Because they don't tell the prisoners. But the first season, so no one knows it. But then in the second season, because it was huge, they start being like, "You're one of those 60 days in motherfuckers, aren't you?"
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
We're about to be 60 inches in.
Yeah. And I've only got 10 inches. So there's 9 guys behind me.
Yeah, guys would talk about that in the yard, like about that show, and it's interesting. Like I don't know why you'd agree to do that show, but
Yeah, because they don't get much money. I think they get like
Oh,
10
it's
grand
just
or
like
something.
they get paid to go in and pretend that they're.
But a lot of them are like, they're like you. They're like, I wanted to know how long
right.
I last, and like some
well,
people
there's
are just like, get me the fuck out of here.
the 60 Days Scared, where they send in little kids that are like
Scared
Yeah.
straight.
Scared straight,
right.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need that. yeah. They
where you just get raped
they just
by
hold
a
up a
guy.
mirror to you and they say,
Yeah,
"This is
yeah.
what can happen if you keep being gay."
Yeah. But the yeah, and they just send these little kids in, and I remember there was one episode where this kid was like not phased at all.
I think I've heard about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, he was just
yeah.
like, nah. And then I'm like, well, why don't you make this realistic and rape that kid in the showers? Then sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But you know what I mean? Like if you really want to like get them to not want to go to jail, you give them the full jail experience. You get that kid, you stab him in the showers, and you do whatever. He'll be getting straight A's.
Some of these young guys are crazy fearless, though. Like, there was a guy in the cell next to me, and I tried to tell him, like, be careful with your laundry, because, like, sometimes they, like, guys steal some of your laundry.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'll go cell to cell and hunt that fucking shit down. He was like
Yeah.
a 19-year-old kid. And I believed him 100%, but he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Wait, what were they stealing? Like to smell their underwear and shit?
No, like if you had like if you had like nicer socks or like just
Right.
or like nicer underwear, like if you had like bikes.
Also, they weren't like prison issue underwear and socks.
No, like sometimes if you're wearing shit, you can
When you go in.
Yeah. Then so like if you have any like nicer clothes, guys in the laundry will like sometimes go through it and just like rip something out.
Right.
So yeah, I was trying to warn him, and he was like, "I don't give a fuck, cunt. I'll hunt it down."
Nice. So the thing that I would find nice about it, I think, is that it's just a break from life for months, because that's what the psychiatric hospital
Was there
like.
anything freeing about it like that, where you're like, I don't really have any responsibilities in here?
Totally, man. Didn't have to pay
Yeah.
rent. I'm just walking around the yard, exercising, and then like I'm reading, I'm writing. Yeah, for me it was like rehab, and like it just like I was getting away from all my my problems in the outside world. I was like, yeah, I think a lot of people would agree. Obviously, I only did 4 months, but there's a lot of guys that say that in there, jail is easy, real life is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
By the way, whatever happened to the person that turned you in, by the way?
My ex-fiance, she just now works like at a vet clinic, and I think she's married now, and so
Has she
you know-
ever tried to reach out since?
Oh yeah, when I got out of jail, she tried to get back with me, and I
Nice.
was like, no.
No.
So anyway, I don't have any animosity towards her, because I wouldn't be on this path now. If
Yeah.
that
You wouldn't be on
didn't
this
happen.
podcast, right?
You wouldn't be on this podcast right now. if it wasn't for her.
Fuck that bitch!
That's why did she turn you in?
She was on drugs. She just wasn't well. She got had a psychosis.
Oh, so it wasn't like a fuck you thing. It
No.
was like
She was unwell.
Oh, right,
She
okay.
had a psychosis. She thought the mafia were trying to kill her. She
Oh,
ran away.
wow,
She
okay.
ran away from the house. She got picked up in a park, losing her mind, and she had like
Right.
30 grand of cash and a whole bunch of my drugs on her.
Okay.
And
Oh
they were
my
like,
God.
what's this? And she broke down and told him I was a dealer. And so yeah, that's what was kind of
Jesus Christ.
the bit that put them onto me. Because,
Yeah.
I had a good run, 16 years.
That's a good run, in fairness.
Yeah,
That's a
thank
good
you.
fucking run.
Thank you, Rob.
How,
Thanks.
like, what kind of? We'll have to wrap it up now in a sec. But like, what? I just want to know, like, what kind of measures did you implement to not get caught? Like, how? Because I had friends that sold drugs and I was having this conversation with Hamish recently, where like these were like well-off guys who did not need to sell drugs whatsoever, but they just did it to make extra cash.
Yeah.
And it always seemed to me, I never did it because whatever, I was a pussy and I just didn't. But it seemed like a very stressful existence.
Oh, was
They were always freaking out, like, oh fuck, I have to do this, change phones and burner phones and fucking all this sort of stuff. So like, what?
I was
measures
selling
did you
drugs out of my house.
Yeah.
And I just would pick a busy road,
Yeah.
and a big townhouse. So look, it was just a party house, and it was only just friends and friends of friends, and so everyone had to be referred, and they had
Okay.
to vouch for that person.
Yeah.
If that person was a fuck with that, they'd be held accountable as
Yeah.
well. And I only just sold like drugs that usually aren't fucked for people. So like I stayed away from meth, I stayed away from heroin, I stayed away from GHB.
Yeah.
Because like any of those ones, and also weed, because it's just like the margins.
Not worth
For like
it.
how much
Yeah,
and it's going
saturated
to
or
stink your
whatever.
house out.
Yeah.
So, and then I also wasn't like too flashy. I wasn't like driving like a really
Yeah.
flashy car or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I just tried to make sure that like I didn't seem like I was too big a target outside, but then also I didn't make sure my house or anything to look too flashy so that people weren't coming over. I thought, oh, this guy's
Yeah.
doing really well. I'm jealous, or I want to rob him or anything like that.
And did you ever get close to getting caught before you got caught?
I mean, I don't know. Oh, well, one time, I used to talk about this on stage. A guy came to my house to buy drugs. He was standing at the front of my house, and he was standing out there next to who I assumed was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
They came into the house. I got the mushrooms out. He got the cash out. We're doing the drug deal. And the girl who's standing next to him goes, oh, shit, I thought this was an open home.
What's an open home?
Like when you are looking to like rent or buy a property. It
Oh,
was like,
wow.
She was just queuing up. She thought it was a quew for an open home.
Oh, wow.
And so
my
she
God.
was just like a civilian that just
Oh,
was like
shit.
Holy shit.
spectating this drug deal.
Oh my god! Yeah. Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh fuck, I'm so sorry. I thought this was an open house. Like I thought I was like looking for a rental property."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh fuck." I'm like, "This is a drug deal." And she's like, "Oh my god." And she's like, "Can I get your number? I've been looking for this shit for ages."
wow.
Oh, awesome. Fuck.
But like that,
What a
yeah.
relief.
So that's probably the closest call I had.
Yeah. In 16 years, that's pretty fucking good going.
Yeah.
Because I've known some lads who, like, when they still lived with their parents, like late teens, early 20s, and they just basically woke up in bed and there was just like cops in their bedroom just kicking the bed, like, all right, get up, cunt.
Yeah.
And their parents are downstairs crying or whatever. And
No, the cops aren't that sophisticated in Australia. They're normally just like sitting at the police station, picking on like poor people with sniffer dogs,
right,
getting like $20 worth of weed.
right, okay.
So yeah, anything above that, they only get it with dumb luck.
Right, okay.
You know, like they'll see like. There was a famous story of a bunch of guys that ran like a 1-800 number, which is like a cocaine delivery service in their
Right.
cars, and there was a bunch of cops just like getting a kebab, and they're in a car, and they saw people get out of a pub, get into like a BMW, be in there for 2 seconds, and jump back out. So they just followed the car, and they broke like a drug network out of that.
Fuck.
You know, so,
Jesus Christ.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just sheer dumb luck.
Because you
Yeah.
never like it'd be so easy to. Because I mean, I'll sometimes get weed or something, and it's always delivered here.
Yeah.
And I was always like, man, they're so crazy. They just have it like in their center console, and they don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. And then driving around London though, you realize you never fucking see cops, and you never get pulled
Yeah.
over. Like it's so it would be so easy to do here.
Yeah. It's
Like no one's getting caught.
Yeah.
no, and then with weed as well.
And they
I
don't
guess
care
it's
about
not-
weed. Yeah,
They don't really care about weed. Like.
weed's kind of like kind of almost legal here.
Yeah.
What
As
about
you
in
can probably smell
Australia,
in
is it?
Shoreditch.
Yeah, definitely. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, around here as well, like our neighbors, some of
Oh,
the
yeah.
gaffs around here are just they stink. Like,
And that's the best way to find new dealers too. Is you just walk around smoking a joint, and people will just give you their number.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
sick.
yeah. And what's weed in Australia? Legal?
No. Oh, you can
No.
get legal weed. My mum gets like medical weed.
Oh yeah, there's
Right.
plenty of medical weed now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't have to like pass much of a threshold to get it.
yeah. I
It's
remember.
like stories of like the doctors now, or the people that prescribe it, they're like constantly calling people to upsell them more weed and like stronger strains of
Right.
weed.
Right. Yeah, I have an uncle who has multiple sclerosis, and we've been trying to talk him into smoking weed, but he's like, holy moly, he's like not a priest, but like he fucking
Pedophile.
I don't know what you fucking call. He's pedophile. He's like, what do you call it? They
Yeah.
fuck kids and they.
Yeah,
No, he's like a deacon. Is that what they call him?
Yeah,
A
yeah.
deacon.
I never know what
You
they
basically
are.
just go and you help the priest. So he's like really religious, and
Okay.
he's been a lifelong pioneer.
I
Never
would just-
never drank, and we're like, dude, fucking let's just get high and it'll like
Yeah.
help. And he's like, no, God's watching or fucking whatever, and it's just fucking. Absolute nonsense. He's missing out. Anyway,
Yeah.
we better go because I have to get a phone call here in 10 minutes.
Cool.
Dude, thanks so much for coming on.
My
I
pleasure,
appreciate
boys.
it, man.
Yeah,
I
thanks,
appreciate it. All right.
Good to see you, man.
Bye bye.
You too.